All right. So, what are we up to?
It is Saturday, November 2nd. It is...
Is it Saturday?
Oh, no, it isn't. It's Sunday. November 2nd, 8:41 a.m. It's about 40 degrees out. We're in Conway, New Hampshire, and we are going to hike Middle Mountain and Peaked Mountain. It's about a 5.6 mile round trip.
It's a loop, kind of.
Loop, yeah. It's not. It's not really what I would call a loop, but there's a loop up there we can go around.
Yeah.
And I forget what the elevation is. I'll tell you at the end. But it's a little more elevation than we've been doing lately. It's a nice day. Sun is out. We're off.
Yep. We did have to walk about 0.2 from the parking area to get to the trailhead. It was a paved, I don't know if that was a road or just a walking path, but
it was at the end of it,
yeah, it was pretty wide. You could definitely fit a car on it. But anyway, here we go. It's supposed to be pretty steep on the way up, and doing the loop on the way back will make it so we don't have to come down the steep area, is what we're thinking. So we'll see what the reality of the situation is as we go. Okay, so we've gone a little over half a mile. We came to this signage. We're almost to the intersection for the loop, but we're going to go straight. I just took one of my shirts off. I was getting hot already. It's been a steady incline right now. It's going to get much steeper once we get to the intersection for the loop. Okay. All right, so we're following this way to Peaked Mountain via Middle Trail, I guess, or whatever, Middle Mountain. So if you go this way, that's where it loops around. The elevation is not as much. So we're going to go this way where the elevation will be worse going up, because we don't want to come down that elevation. So I'm going up this section. It's a little steep. Well, it's pretty steep actually. Rocky, not rock scrambly though. So nothing technical. All right, so we're still working our way up the elevation here. We've been about a mile total, and we're just layering down. We still got a mile to go, right? I think they said it was like, I can't remember the mileage. It was like 1.9 to one thing and 2.1 to the other. So I'm not sure which one we're hitting first. Yeah, it's tough. We're not in great shape, as we know, so we're really taking a few steps and resting, and taking a few more and resting. So this little stream has been along the side of the trail the entire way. Running pretty good, considering the drought conditions we've had. There goes Carol up a little rocky here. Like I said, we've transitioned into the pine trees, so it means we're getting closer to the top. A little way in those pines, and now we're back out into the leafy trees. Beautiful day. You see the sky through the trees here. Clear blue, so we're expecting some great views when we get up there. All right, so this is Middle Mountain Summit, elevation 1857. This is Middle Mountain? Yeah.
This is, actually they say the scenic view is over there 100 feet, but this is a pretty nice view of Conway.
Yeah, there was some other people sitting on the other view. Maybe if they're gone when we go back.
So we're just under 2 miles, 1.91. The elevation gain was 1,273 feet. It took us an hour and 50 minutes, but we stopped quite a bit, took our time. A little more elevation than we've been used to recently, so we just took our time and having a little coffee break, and then we're going to go do Peaked Mountain.
Yeah, so we'll go back the way we came for a little bit, and then we'll take the right for the loop, and then that Peaked Mountain is off the loop, not too far, and then we'll continue on the loop all the way back to the car. But yeah, you can see Conway. probably North Conway. Down there through the trees. I think that's Lake Conway maybe.
Yeah, that's what it said.
And you can see the road and stuff down there, but it's a nice view. We'll take a little break here for a few minutes and head over to the other one. All right, so it's 10:54 now, and we're gonna head over to the other peak. Okay, so we're back to this intersection again. So we're gonna go Peak Mountain Trail. Well, it's 0.4 away. Yeah, we're gonna go on this trail. I don't even know what the name of this trail is we're on. Oh, Middle Mountain Connector Trail. Yeah. And so yeah, so then we'll go Peak Mountain Trail is in 0.4, and then Peak Mountain is 0.6. So it's a little spur off the main trail.
And the blazes now orange.
Okay, yeah, we get orange blazes. We were following red blazes for that. I believe it was called Middle Mountain Trail, right?
Yeah.
So we should see, we're thinking less elevation along this trail, but we'll see. We just started on this trail, this Peak Mountain Trail, whatever it was, and it is up. I just want to give a little update to say that this is up, but we knew we had, what, about 400 feet of elevation we still had to do, so, for the trail, so this is probably it. Okay, still stopped at the same spot here, and Carol just realized she forgot to resume the hike after we left Middle Mountain, so the stats will be slightly off.
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, because that's the same elevation we were at when we were up there.
Now we're...
Oh yeah, let me see, I show that on the camera. Yeah, so you can see the little diagram here. We're kind of down, it says we're down at the bottom of a spot, but we're actually going, we're on our way up that little thing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Anywho, it looks like it's all downhill after
that,
on the way back
this.
after this
This is our
though.
last push.
All right, not quite to the cutoff for Peak Mountain, but you got a nice view of Mount Washington here. The snow caps. There's a sign back here warning skiers and riders not to go on the vegetation, I would say. It says if it's bare, it's rare, or something like that. But I can't believe people ski here. It's backcountry skiing, I guess. All right, 0.2 to Peak Mountain from here. We came from the orange trail right there, and then we're gonna go back on the blue trail, which, so this is kind of just like a V in the road here. So we will not go back the way we came, but then you continue this way, it just goes up to the summit here. And it looks pretty steep up ahead of us here, but it's only 0.2, so shouldn't be awful. 0.2 from that intersection up to the peak here is by far the steepest section, I would say, of this hike. So actually, Carol's gone a little to the side over there. It's not quite so steep up the ledge, so I probably will go that same way. Nice view of the main drag down there in North Conway. Mountains in the background. We're almost there. Right, we are Peak Mountain, elevation 1739.
That's the view of Mount Washington right there.
Okay, so it's just after 1 o'clock and we're getting ready to hike back down to the car. We heard from other people coming up that there's some really good views of the presidentials on this loop back, so we're looking forward to seeing that. We're thinking we got about 2 miles, or maybe a little over 2 miles, because the loop is longer than the direct trail we took coming up, but we've gone a little bit on the loop to get here already. All right, so we just got down from Peak Mountain, and we have 1.9 miles back to the car. Well, back to the trailhead. Well, it did say the parking lot, Thompson Road parking lot. Yeah, because from the trailhead we had to walk up. We had to walk a little bit from the parking area to the actual trailhead, but I'm assuming that 1.9 is to the parking area. Really good view of Mount Washington here. we finally finished it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
All right, it says we did 4.2 miles, but I forgot to turn this on after our first break, so we really did over 5 miles, 1,624 feet of elevation. Moving time was 3 hours and 54 minutes. Our total time was 5 hours and 33 minutes because it was absolutely stunning at the top.
Yeah, we spent an hour at the
Yeah.
peaked mountain or whatever it was. That
Yeah.
view, we spent an hour there, and we probably spent at least a half an hour or so at the first one too.
Yeah, it was beautiful. It was a wonderful day for it. Conditions were perfect.
Yep.
It was definitely a nice hike.